Hey y'all. Hey. Hello. Woo. Oh my gosh, I see some wall behind me. Hold on, I gotta scoot over. Hold up. I'll scoot over. There we go. Okay. Can y'all hear me okay? Cause I got a new microphone. Somebody sent me a new fucking microphone. They said it on the last show that they was gonna do it. They fucking did it. And I have a new fucking microphone now. I don't know if I have it positioned correctly. I know I talk kind of loud, so I did some sound tests earlier, but I don't know if it's working. So y'all let me know how it sounds. Okay, fancy. Hey, Slunky. Hey, Patrick. Hey, Lucky Three. Ooh, Lucky Three is a newbie. Lava Jeans, hello. Family members in the house here. Hey. I think I need to put on some gloves to hide my old, scraggly old lady hands here. All right. Hey, Prince. Good to see you. Just going to slide these on. I think I'm going to go like looking for some gloves on the internet that I like. Because I don't think any Claire's boutiques are around me no more. I ain't seen one in a long time. And surely the place where I bought all these little dollar gloves for little kids has, in the past 15 years or whatever, since I bought them, I don't know how long I had these, has gone under because all of retail has. So, yeah. All right. Well, if y'all can hear me okay, that's good. Then we can proceed with the proceedings. All right. Well, y'all, I'm RC Cola. Welcome to the OraCola. I'm coming to y'all live here from Austin, Texas, here on March 15th, 2023. It's the Ides of March. Oh my God, the Ides of March. Caesar did not fare well on this Ides of March. I hope all of y'all have fared better than Caesar. If you're alive and in the chat, of course you have. And obviously I have because I'm here. Little late, as always, but here. That's how it goes. I'm going to be here for about the next hour or so, reading the oracles for y'all here live. So if you have a YouTube account, you need to log into your YouTube account, and then you can join us in the live chat. Make sure you choose the live chat, not the top chat, which is the default. Click the down arrow in the chat box, go to the live chat. That way everything gets through. Hopefully, unless you type dirty words, then it won't get through. So censor yourself, use euphemisms. I ain't stupid, so I'll probably be able to figure it out. Anyway, welcome to the show. Woohoo! TTU's here. Excellent. Do these gloves have long fingernails? No, these are just simple gloves. I have worn the Halloween kind that had the long fingernails. They're very impractical because I have pretty short, stubby hands. And the long gloves that are made for everybody have this like reservoir tip at the end, kind of like a condom. So the nails just kind of flop around. So you can't do shit with them. They just kind of like scraggly and weird. But yeah, that's what happens when I wear those. I would have to make some custom gloves if I wanted nails. And honestly, I don't care for long nails because I find it too difficult to pick shit up. I was at an event the other day and somebody dropped a business card and they were desperate to pick it up. Like they could not because they had these claws on. I had to like swoop in with my poor little nails that are just barely hanging on because I work with caustic chemicals all day. Even though I wear gloves, they just don't work. But yeah, I had to swoop in and help them. And like I've said before in rants, I don't know how them people wipe their asses proper. I'm assuming they don't. I'm assuming that they walking around with crusty asses. And I'm sorry if that's gross, but I just said it. So get over it. Hey. Oh, yes, we are in the midst of South by Southwest here in Austin. I think it's the first year that it's actually back in full force. So, we had the cancellation in 2020 when everything had to shut down because the man said so. And they literally canceled it like a few days before it was supposed to go down. So all these people who had tied all their money up in it, they were fucked. And then we had 2021, which was like nothing. And then 2022, it kind of came back in person, but it was not quite the same. I think this year, everybody has finally gotten over their pandemic hoo ha, and they're back to doing the usual thing. So, yeah, it's in full swing here. I did manage to get downtown on Sunday just because I had to work and I just saw the crowds and I was like, oh my God, I'm so glad I live out of this mess because it's a fucking mess. Always. Always, always. I miss the South by Southwest times when I could ride my bicycle downtown and just like ride around and just listen to things or stop wherever felt like there was a good vibe and you could just go on in. I never had no wristband. I never had no badge. I just did the things, the free things. There were so many free things. And then, it's just now it's very not free and there's too many people. And there's people with kids too. Like that's what's fucking me over. Like when I went to Vegas for that wedding a couple years ago, 2019. That's more than a couple years ago. Well, whatever. I went to Vegas for that wedding, and I've been to Vegas before, and it was just like not a kid friendly place. But when I went the second time, there was people like breastfeeding in the casino, so it was way kid friendly. I saw strollers going down the strip, like rolling through street pizzas right and left, and it was just like why would you bring your kids here? It's just it's a terrible place, but a lot of people are just selfish and they feel like they need to gamble and party and they bring their kids and 30, 40 years down the line that kid's going to have some problems. So yeah. It is South by Southwest time. So yeah, we're trying to stay out of that mess downtown. All of us locals, all of us folks who understand what the deal is. So, uh, all righty. Is the mic holding up good? I hope so. I got this mic, like I said, from a friend, a family member. I'm not gonna say who, because y'all can go back and watch the last show and find out if you look at the chat. But yeah, I got this mic Monday. I came home from lunch and there was this box on my doorstep. And I was like, what the fuck is that? I didn't order nothing. I assumed it was some neighbors, but I saw that it had my name on it. And I was like, "Ooh, okay, it's either a bomb or it's something good." So I took it inside and I opened it up. And lo and behold, there was this really cool microphone that just is way better than the mic I had been using, even though it's not like a high dollar top of the line mic. I'm not saying they was cheap. They was being honest and sending me something that was going to be useful for me because I don't need no high dollar shit because you got to have all kind of attachments and like adjustments and software and all kind of stuff to it. I just need a plug and play model. And this is a plug and play model 100%. Like I had to do way more to make my other mic work because it was just meant to go on the camera. And I had to get an adapter cord and then some other shit, and it still sounded like shit. And I had to fiddle with the volume and this one I just plugged it in and it fucking worked like gangbusters the first minute. Like I did some test runs and I was impressed. So yeah, if you hear any like weirdness, let me know. But I don't even have to have no aluminum foil wrapped around the bottom to keep out the static internet stuff from the Wi-Fi because that other mic had that same problem. Like it just would click and make weird noises until I put the foil around it. But this mic is foil free. It does fit on my cheap ass boom stand that I have like attached to a stool because it can't attach to my table. It's a whole thing, y'all. If y'all could see my setup, y'all would laugh. It's just ridiculous, the whole thing. But y'all can't see it. It's just me in my head on the internet looking at y'all. So, yeah. Hey. All right. Let's see. Oh, we got Matt K joining us. And then Goog. Hey, Goog. Goog made banh mi and paired it with minerally white Bordeaux. Well, that sounds delicious. How come you ain't cooking for me? All I did was cook myself a medium well steak. I meant to go for rare, but you know what? My new skillet heats up so fast. I ain't 100% sure how to when to turn the knob off because I got a goddamn electric stove in this shitty ass apartment I live in and pay way too much for. And I fucking hate electric. I hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. For years and years and years, I had gas stove. And I know the man's trying to take that away, but I was so happy with the gas stove because you could adjust the temperature and it would be instantaneous with these stupid coils and even like an induction top. No, it's that old fashioned coil style that gets real hot and then you turn it off. It stays hot for 2, 3, 4 minutes and then gradually decreases the heat. So you have to kind of adjust your cooking. So my steak wasn't as rare as I prefer, but it was still all right. So that's all I had. Banh mi would have been much better. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, y'all are having some chit chat. Excellent. Aaron Brown. Hey, welcome, Aaron. Welcome to the show. All right. Okay, so before we get to the nitty gritty of the OraCola, which, as most of y'all know, all y'all family members watching, and any looky-loos who are watching and you don't know, I'll just give the quick rundown. I read the oracles, and there are many oracles to choose from. So if you are not familiar, click the down arrow in the description box below, and then there are lots of oracles. So if you have a question for the universe, choose your oracle, put it in all caps, and then write your question in the chat. Remember, you have to be logged in to put that in. So, oracle all caps, put your question in, and then I will get to it. Hey, yeah. So, before we get started, we always do a little ritual just to invite the universe into our space and to let the universe know that we're here and ready to receive the wisdom. So, the first thing I like to do is light the sacred wood. If you have any other rituals that you like to do, excuse me, please do them at this time, even if it's just to go to the bathroom. So, first thing, we're going to light that sacred wood. Get that sweet smelling smoke. That's a sweet smelling smoke. You might be able to hear my sibilance on this microphone. I don't know what sibilance means, but apparently it's an S sound thing. And oh, we're going to light some more because that went out. Hold up. Hold up. Okay. There we go. And we're just going to let this sweet smelling smoke permeate our space and invite the universe in, getting all the dog smells out of the air and letting them know that we are ready to receive them as a guest. Okay. And then we also ring the sacred bell, the copper bell, let the universe know we're absolutely ready. And if they wasn't paying attention, yes, we are here. And then the next thing we do is light the pathogen wand. This is our UV germ terminator. This we're going to wave around to terminate any germs, whether man-made or natural, that might be lurking around because there's lots of germs out there. And then, yeah, we're going to get rid of them. And then we're going to spray our Rich Bitch Witch Spray, which we are almost out of, and we have not gotten Legionnaires yet. So I feel like this is a Legionnaires free bottle. Even though I've had this for, I don't know, 5, 6 years. I'm embarrassed to say how long. I'm sure it's way past its shelf life. Anyway, we're going to spray this above us and let it rain down upon us for abundance of good things. Remember, manifest the good shit. Don't manifest the bad. You're in control. Ah, yes. Good things coming on down. And finally, we have our newest little ritual that we do. We're going to anoint ourselves along the chakras with this Florida water so we can cleanse everything nice and good. Make sure all them chakras are nice and squeaky clean and ready to receive the wisdom of the universe. Okay, that does it for the ritual. And we are ready to move right along. And I see that we might have had some questions. Absolutely. Okay. Now, remember, last week I did the whole show and forgot to look on the internet. And I missed a question from our good friend Megatex, who always, not always, but usually sends a question on the Instagram. So I'm going to answer Megatex's question first since it was from last week. But I'm also going to take the time to double check and make sure that the internet has not given us other questions. So let me just go on to the gram and see if we got any new notifications that say anything about a question. And nope, we do not. We're going to move on to the other meta product and see if there's anything there. And I don't think we do, because we never do on this platform. It's always the other. But yeah. Okay. There we go. We do not have any other questions from the internet. So what I'm going to do is do Megatex's question first, and then I will get to all y'all's questions next. That's how it goes. First, then next. Then first, then next. All right. Megatex, from last week when we did the International Women's Day show, and I forgot to put on my lipstick. Now, I know y'all was sweet and didn't call me out on it. I just literally got too high and forgot to put it on. I was running late and I looked in the mirror and I thought I was gorgeous. And then later, when I looked at the playback of the show, I was like, I didn't put no fucking lipstick on. And then I was like, I fucking forgot to do it. I literally got on the air and forgot about my lipstick and was not at all embarrassed or ashamed or horrified through the whole damn show. It did not stop me from doing my thing. But later, when I looked at it, I was like, I cannot believe. And then I was like, you know what? This is the universe giving me a signal on International Women's Day that women don't need to tart themselves up for nobody. And yeah, I did the show without the lipstick and it was fine. It was fine. My lips have a weird, funny quirk. I'm sure y'all have seen it, where the left side doesn't go down as far as the other side. And it's a little bit funny. It's kind of like Drew Barrymore, but different, a little different kind of thing. That's just the way my lips work. And I'm sure if I did some physical exercises and tried to talk different for a while, it would be better. But no, I'm too lazy. So I got to see not only my wrinkly, thin, white lippy thing, I got to see how bad that thing was, because there was no lipstick to disguise the whole outline of the whole thing. So this week I got the lipstick on. Not because I need to wear the lipstick. Most of the time I don't. But because I want to. And that's how it goes. Mascara. Yeah, I'm wearing mascara and false lashes, even though they're not super crazy. False lashes, I am wearing them. And I did toy with the idea of, okay, so I did fuck up this week. Maybe I should just deconstruct my whole face and just every week take something off, kind of like a strip tease, but the ending is not as exciting as you would expect because it's just my bare face. But then I thought better of it, because that would, first of all, take many, many weeks. And then second of all, I would look like shit. And I don't want to look like shit on my channel. Sorry. I'm vain. I'm vain as fuck. Sue me. Back to the oracles. Okay. Megatex had a question. What should I focus on for spring of 2023? And we are in spring, even though it's getting cold here in Texas. And I know there's some like snowstorms somewhere, some other places. Like the weather's just fucking crazy. Just crazy. But we'll just get through it together because we're vibrating higher, right? Right. All right, Megatex. Here is your tarot card for your question last week. The moon. Ooh, yeah. So this means that this spring might not be quite as you expect. There might be some parts that are surprises. However, you are able to navigate it because you understand that there will always be a light at the end of the tunnel. So don't get caught up in the what ifs, the coulda, shoulda, wouldas, all them things. Just allow the spring to unfold how it does. Understand that you might have some points where you wasn't expecting something or it's not quite like you wanted it to turn out, and then accept it and move on. uh, the moonlight is beautiful when it shines. Sometimes the moon is dark and it's very dark outside, and then what do you have to shine on? Nothing's shining on you. You got to work with your shadow. You got to work with the inner parts that are not lit up, but that's okay. So yeah, let the moon be your guide this spring. Maybe if you're into astrology, study some moon guidance, like follow the transits as they relate to your birth chart and see if that gives you any wisdom. But yeah, look to the moon. We're going to have a new moon coming up soon. I think it's an important new moon because I think uh what is it? Pluto is going into Aquarius or something after it's been in Capricorn for like, I don't know, 1,000 years. Not literally 1,000, but it's been a while. I'm just saying I'm just repeating what I've read or heard from other astrologers. But yeah, this new moon coming up next week, I forget the date, is going to be a pretty significant new moon. So maybe do a little ritual to set your intentions for the spring. I don't know. You got your answer. Google it if you don't got no other clues. All right. Moving right along back to our audience, we have a book of Revelation from Patrick. What does the book of Revelation have to say about the man causing bank failures to usher in a digital central bank currency? I heard that too. Hey, we must be watching the same people on the internet. So, yeah, that Silicon Valley Bank thing, and there's a couple other banks that are like collapsing too. That's been in the news. And we all know that the man is desperate for us to get onto the Chinese social credit score system. And the only way they can do that is, first of all, to make sure that we don't have no cash. And you got to tank the dollar first and then get the digital currency in. And then once you got the digital currency, you got to like make sure that it's tied to somebody's like behavior. So it's kind of like if you're bad in school, you get sent to detention or the principal's office. Well, if you're bad in the new future that the man wants, then he just cuts off your fucking bank account and you can't go nowhere or buy nothing. So that's his fucking wet dream. I know. And I've heard that the Silicon Valley Bank was collapsed because they want to help get rid of the cryptos that are an independent transaction place. And he wants all of the power for himself. So I heard that rumor. Let's see what the Revelation has to say. So to do the book of Revelation, we got to generate a number between 1 and 22 because that's how many chapters are in the book of Revelation, the King James Version. And it's, chapter 5. All right. Chapter 5 in the book of Revelation of the King James Version of the Holy Bible has 14 verses. So we're going to choose a verse at random. 14. And chapter 13. Chapter 13 for our question about the banks. Ooh, this is long. Glad I put my readers on. Book of Revelation, chapter 5, verse 13. And every creature which is in heaven and on the earth and under the earth, and such as are in the sea, and all that are in them, heard I saying, Blessing and honor and glory and power be unto him that sitteth upon the throne and unto the Lamb forever and ever. Well, that sounds kind of like somebody is going to be in charge, and it's going to be everybody bowing down to whoever's in charge. I'm not saying that's a bad oracle. I'm just saying that this is a power dynamic, and we obviously have a hierarchy of powers going on here. So if you want to get out from the digital currency, like central bank digital currency, hoo-ha that's coming up. How many times have I said hoo-ha this show? That's my word of the night. Hoo-ha, hoo-ha. And I ain't talking about my hoo-ha. Yeah, if all of the bankers are trying to put this in, and if all the countries are trying to get this going, then yeah, this is a scary thing, because honestly, they can stop you from doing whatever you want as long as we use money as a source of how to do things. If, however, you're smart and you've already figured out a way to get a barter economy going with you and your community, you might be able to skirt by this. Maybe keep a few dollars in your mandated digital account, and then if they deduct it for a bunch of shit, it don't matter, because you're still able to buy food and whatever you need. But yeah, I feel like we're coming upon a choice point as a society. Do we want total ultimate top down control because it's convenient? I mean, I got Venmo, it's convenient. Or do we want to try to maintain some personal autonomy, and with that comes responsibility and hard work? It doesn't come easy. The man is offering you easy street with a lot of restrictions. You can offer yourself a not easy street with a lot of freedom. You get to choose. So, good luck. And if y'all don't know what central bank digital currency is, look that shit up on the Google. I'm tired of trying to explain all this shit to y'all. All right, moving right along. Boogaloo Style Oracle. Carol Jean gave me a build your own SLR kit. What is an SLR? I need some artistic inspiration for after I get it put together. Okay, I'm out of loop on this. I don't even know what that is. I might have heard of it and I just forgot, but whatever. We're going to read the oracle anyway. Okay, moving on to the style oracle for Goog. SLR. My whole life I've seen you without lipstick, but it was so strange for a minute, but I got used to it. Well, there you go. See, you didn't call me out on it. Y'all weren't like, where's your lipstick, RC? But yeah, you got to see a part of the real me, a part of it, just a tiny little bit, a little crumb of the real RC without all this artifice on the RC. Okay. Let's see. Style for the present, the SLR kit. And Oracle says, oh, Mary Quant, we got her before. It might have even been the last one we picked. Mary Quant. So yeah, I would go for some 60s vibes here. Think Twiggy, think mini skirts, think tights, think bob haircuts and pixies and all them things. And when it comes to like eye makeup and stuff, think like cool shades of blues and pinks and, you know, kind of minimal, but also poppy. Just look it up. Yeah, there's your style oracle. When people look, make it worth a whistle. Every generation needs a new way to rebel. So a rebellious look, but everything's been done. So get your inspiration from the 60s. Okay. Good luck with whatever that shit was. All right, I'm gonna scroll down here. See what we got here. Da, 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 da. Celestial Flight, who is that? Oh yeah, up there at the top. Daddy Elon is creating the Starlink internet network to make it work globally. I thought it already did. Maybe I'm just stupid, but all them like tiny home people I watch, all them like van lifers, they all got a fucking Starlink. So that's been around for a while. Oh, SLR camera. Digital SLR. All right. I get it now. I understand that lingo. Yeah, start taking some pictures of some 60s shit. Go throwback. Maybe try to put the 60s into the modern days. Like the 60s doing a Venmo, or the 60s on the Instagram, or the 60s like, I don't know, 69 and in the new era. All right, Slinky has a question. Can Taro provide any insight into what happened to Malaysian Airlines flight MH370? Well, is this a new crash, or was this the one that went into the sea or disappeared on the radar like billions of years ago? We can't ever find the damn wreckage. I'm honestly of the opinion that they did find the wreckage, and they're just not saying they did because what happened was so like diplomatically horrible that they could not let that can of worms be opened. They had to put a tight little on that shit. If it did 100% disappear into the ether and nobody's ever found nothing, and there's just like no trace of it, that's even weirder. And even more of a reason for them to just like quietly sweep it under the rug, because they can't explain it, and then we don't understand it, and then it's a whole problem. It's like an alien disclosure at that point. If that plane slipped into another dimension, and it just like jumped into that space, and it's like flying around somewhere in a different part of the galaxy, we don't know. Can you imagine? Can you fucking imagine? It's like Lost, but even worse. It's like Lost, but oh fuck, we're lost. We ain't never getting back home. Oh my God. And how would you know? I mean, I guess if you got there and there was some like weird plants or something, but you could have crashed on an island. I mean, there's still plenty of undiscovered shit on our planet. I don't know. All right, well, let's see what the tarot says. Ooh, the moon came up again. We're not sure what happened to them, but perhaps they're living on the dark side of the moon now. Maybe they got transported to the dark side of the moon. I think I said it. I heard that somebody said on the internet that there was some like things on the moon that got found by some Chinese satellite or something that went up there and looked, and they ain't talking about it because it's just too shocking. So yeah, we don't know, and maybe we're not meant to know. Maybe we're not ready to know. But whatever it is that happened, all right. Excellent. Oh my gosh, we had a pornicle here. I saw that. We had a style. Please. Oh, please capture pornicle. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there was one and I missed it. Okay. I did miss it. Hold on. Did it get repeated? Can someone tell me what the pornicle question? Okay, Aaron, pornicle question. Will the guy I'm with now be with me for a long time? This is a good question for the pornicle because the pornicle is all about that carnal instinct, that lust, that thing that gets you going from your loins. So let's see if that spark will continue. There are 755 pages in the pornicle. So let's see which page of smut comes up for you. Page 170. Ooh, that's early in the pornicle. We might have some Etruscan or Roman or I don't know, something early. All right. Oh my gosh. I gotta put on my fucking readers. Hold up. Hold up. I'm blind, y'all. I'm blind. And I still don't have my Chrome on my first page because I'm stubborn. All right, page 170 for the love question. Okay, so it looks good. It looks like it might work as long as you're able to do your thing and allow other people to participate. So make sure there's friends around. I don't know if you can see that, there's a glare. But yeah, these people are getting it on, and then there's somebody in the background, like, cheering them on in their own special way. So remember, it takes a village, even with relationships like romantic ones. So if you want it to last, bring some other folks in. And I'm not necessarily meaning bring them in to, like, be horny with you, but bring them in to offer support, friendship, encouragement, and all that. Yeah. So there you go. Good luck. Hope it works out. Okay. All righty. I need a sip. I'm thirsty. Oh, what tarot? You know what? The tarot, Slunky, as you know, as a regular, will always be throwing out the same card if it really wants us to know something. If it's hammering home the same card, like 2-3 weeks ago, it was the goddess? No, the empress. The empress card kept coming up. That's because we needed to, like, dig into that feminine archetype, that feminine mothering energy. If the moon keeps coming up for this reading, like if someone else says tarot and I keep pulling the moon, now I got all these cards shuffled down here. Y'all can't see me. I know it's a trust thing, but literally I shuffle the cards and they come up how they come up. I just let the universe talk through me. So if the moon keeps coming up, you need to delve into the moon. You need to dig into that archetype. You need to read up on it. You need to figure it out and embrace it, because you know what? We are the whole tarot. Every part of the tarot, which is the journey, that is us. These are all facets of humanity. So just let go and let it be and embrace it and envelop it and let it be part of you, because it already is. All right. Oh my gosh, we're at 9:42 already. 9:43. I know it was a few minutes late, but man, it's getting late out there. Let's see if we had any other questions. Nope, I don't think we do. I think we got all of them. So, oh, tea. Patrick's already calling for the tea, so I guess I'll get the tea out. Now, I'm still dealing with the tea ennui, but I do have a couple of tea leaves here in the pot, so let's see which one comes up to talk about. Oh, yes, this son of a bitch right here. Ticketmaster. Wah, wah, wah. So, today I purchased tickets to a concert that's coming. I love The Cure. I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I do. I love them. I have always loved this band since I was a kid. I know it's counterintuitive because it's OraCola, but whatever. I love them. I ain't no goth, but I love The Cure. And I've seen them a couple times in my life. Just a couple, but all the times I've seen them have been wonderful. And I've loved it. And I've not seen them every opportunity I could because sometimes it just don't work out. But I heard they was coming to town last week. And I also heard that there was a sale on Ticketmaster for people who signed up to be a verified fan, whatever that means. Basically, you give them their info so they can sell your shit. But I signed up for the ticket sale on the verified fan. And they said, okay, if you get in the pool of people that will get to first dibs on the tickets, we'll send you a text or an email the day before. So the tickets is going on sale today. You had till Monday to register. So I registered as soon as I could. And then on Tuesday, yesterday, I got an email that said I did not get into the initial pool of folks who could buy tickets, but I was on the wait list. I was like, oh, okay, guess I ain't getting no tickets. But then two things happened. I got one text saying, okay, I'm not on the wait list. I can get into the sale for the Dallas show because they make you pick one or two. And I was like, well, fuck it. I ain't going to fucking Dallas for this shit. I know I got friends in Dallas I can stay with. But that's a lot of work. And I already seen The Cure. So whatever. And then a few minutes later, I got a text saying that I get into the Austin show. So I was like, yeah. So, I get home on my lunch break because luckily I live close and I go home on lunch break. And then I log on the computer immediately and I get in my Ticketmaster, I get in my code, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to get me some tickets. And then I came across what everybody else in the world is bitching about with Ticketmaster, not including their monopoly and their pricing and all that. Their fucking website sucks dicks, and not the good kind of dicks. The kind of dicks that you're sucking because you need the job and you fucking hate it, you're gagging on it, and it makes you vomit in the bathroom after you swallowed the cum. Them kind of dicks. Their website blows. It crashes constantly. It took me almost 40 minutes to secure 2 tickets when there were plenty of tickets as I could see available. But their website just crashed. Every time you selected, it would either tell you, oh, you need to log in again, or, oh, something wrong with our server, or, oh, someone's already snagged your tickets. A few times I got some tickets and I got all the way to the payment page, but the payment shit wouldn't load. So I had to close the browser and then log back in again. It was a fucking nightmare. And it is no excuse for that shit in this day and age, especially because I know that Ticketmaster has had this problem repeatedly. I think they've even gone in front of Congress to talk about why they had this problem. And this would not be a big deal if Ticketmaster were just one place of many to purchase your tickets. But no, it is essentially the only place you can buy tickets for about 70% of venues in the United States. They all have exclusive contracts with Live Nation, aka Ticketmaster, because Live Nation owns Ticketmaster, and then Live Nation runs all the shows. Like, it is a total monopoly. It is against everything that our country stands for. And it fucking sucks. It don't work. Like, they are literally trying to make it as difficult as possible to purchase tickets at face value, even when the artists, like The Cure, said, we don't want dynamic pricing. We don't want no platinum shit. We want people to be able to log in and purchase tickets, and I can't resell them. They're in my name. I have to show up. If I don't show up, the only way I can get rid of them is to go through Ticketmaster and sell them on Ticketmaster site for the same price, like face value, basically. It is fucked up. And it never used to be this crazy to buy tickets to any kind of thing. Normally, you could just like buy them at the box office and it would be okay. Nowadays, they don't even have that shit at the box office until like basically the date of, because Ticketmaster wants your soul. They want every part of you, all of your money, everything, all of your social credit, all of it. And it's wrong. Like, why do people who are not very wealthy, like me, have to like run home on their lunch break and like desperately try like a million times on this shitty website? Like, this website is straight out of 2000. It's so bad it could be dial up. That's how bad it is. And they can obviously afford better IT people, but they don't on purpose. They don't on purpose because they can blame it on bots, they can blame it on Russia, they can blame it on whoever. And in the meantime, on the secondary market, which is where they really want people to buy their shit, they're raking in the money. Like, the minute this concert was announced, I looked for tickets. They were already selling fake tickets on the other websites like SeatGeek and whatever they are. There's like 2 or 3 of them. They were already selling tickets for like $200, $300, $400, $500+ and you know those tickets are not actually there until some bot or some person like goes in the back end and snags them. So this whole monopoly of Ticketmaster has got to fucking go. It's ruining live performance. It's making the whole concert experience very miserable for anybody who's willing to navigate it. And honestly, I would be happy to see it burn to the ground. I would. Why can't individual venues take care of their own tickets? Why do we have to have an overlord of tickets like distributing all the tickets? You know, the man has so much control. It's just like the central bank digital currency. Like, we got a bunch of little banks now. We got a bunch of banks that we can bank with. We can choose. Sure, they're all insured by the federal government, whatever. But we can choose our bank. When you get a CBDC, you cannot choose your bank. There's only one bank. That is the Bank of the Man. The Bank of the Man has qualifications, and if you don't meet those qualifications, guess what? You don't get no fucking money, or you don't get no fucking tickets. So I did get my tickets. It took me a long time, and I did not get the tickets I originally wanted because I could not get them. I literally had to click on the first tickets I could get and pray that the damn thing would load to the payment page. I finally got through. I'm not mad about the tickets I got, and frankly, the price was okay because I got the face value. Now, the fees, that's another whole thing. The fees are ridiculous. The fees are essentially Ticketmaster saying, we're going to double the price of this shit and disguise it as a fee. And they've been doing that for a long time. So people have kind of gotten used to it. But back in the day, that didn't used to be a thing. I know some of y'all might be young and don't remember, but back in the day, the ticket fee was not really a thing. Now it's basically half the ticket. So yeah, Ticketmaster can suck my hairy balls. Go to hell. Oh my goodness. Let me see here. Oh, I found out about the Tarot Destroyer. Yeah, Tarot Destroyer is a bot. Obviously, it's a bot. The Tarot Destroyer pops into the show occasionally and like says a bunch of scripture and says that I'm a witch, but everybody knows that whatever. It ain't like that. Corey, hey Corey, welcome to the show. Tarot, regarding the 3 cats that ran away from our house and if they're safe and in a good home. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. That's very sad. Oh. All right, well, let's see. I did see this one, even though you didn't put tarot in all caps. Just a reminder, if you want a question answered, you got to put your oracle in all caps or your whole thing in all caps so I can actually see it. Because I'm fucking blind, y'all. I got these contacts in that don't work, and I got to put readers on to see anything. Yay, getting old. Okay. There you go, tarot regarding my 3 cats. All right, I see you got it. All right. Let's do some shuffling and see which card comes up for the cats. Will they be in a good place? Will they be happy? Will they come home? We don't know. All we know is, are they in a good place? And Tarot says, oh, High Priestess. Okay, so High Priestess is basically the witch Earth Mother counterpart to the Empress. So the Empress got all the kids. The High Priestess is the cool aunt that has all the crystals. But she's also got a lot of smarts in a different way. So I would say for yourself, for your peace of mind, if you're worried about your cats and where they might be, and you've exhausted all opportunities to get them to come back to your place, do a little magic. Say, hey, you know what? I'm going to do a simple little ritual just to send my love to these kitties that I had in my home and let them know that I'm here for them. And if they want to come home, great. But if they're happy where they are, they can stay. You know, I'm not saying do a binding ritual. That's bad. I'm not saying cut anything or do any of that. I'm just saying send your peace and love to the cats. Now, if they come back, great. If they don't, great. Sometimes it's better not to know. If you come across one of them squished on the road, hopefully you don't. But if you do, well, at least you get some closure. You know, the High Priestess has a lot of wisdom. So I would say go inside, go inward and do a little meditation and just send your thoughts, your love, your energy to those cats. And the next step will be apparent. Good luck. Yeah, fuck Ticketmaster. Fuck him. Okay. You're welcome, Corey. Hi. All right. What do we got? Oh God, we're at 9:55. Goodness, that was fast. That whole show went fast. I'm gonna be here for maybe another like 7-8 minutes because I was a little bit late, but I don't have a scratch off this time. So if y'all got a question, pop it in. I got time to answer it. Pop that question in the chat and I will answer it. Oh, they were all microchipped. Well, hopefully some sweet old lady down the road took them in. And then she's not like able to go to the vet and get them scanned. She just is like, oh, look at these sweet kitties that adopted me. And then, you know, she's feeding them the shit food, whatever, but they're happy because cats love to eat the shit food just like people. That's how they work. Oh, blacked out talking about Ticketmaster. Yeah, that I'm sure you disassociated because that is some trauma right there. I was shocked at how horrible it was to get these tickets. I literally thought by signing up early and like getting my code and logging in, like I did all these steps that they told me to do. I did all the shit. And then when I got to the point of buying the tickets, they couldn't let me buy them. They are assholes. They are cocksuckers. They are worse than Smeg. All right. Well, it is 9:57. If y'all don't have another question, oh, how to self-care. Excellent. For Aaron, will Trump go to jail? Well, that's not a how to self-care question. The how to self-care is all about you. So you should ask yourself, how do I take care of myself if Trump goes to jail, or if Trump doesn't go to jail? What do I need to do to make myself feel better? This is the how to self-care is a very simple proposition. It's something you should do to make yourself feel better. So regardless of what happens to Trump, because guess what? Trump is not in your living room right now. At least I don't think so. And if the person is not in front of your fucking face, they don't fucking matter. They don't fucking matter. Nothing they do bothers you. Nothing they do can hurt you. You don't need to think about them. They don't need to live rent free in your goddamn head. I don't think about Trump ever because I don't give two shits about Trump. Nothing he does matters to me. All right, here we go. Self care for the Trump question. Oh, eat healthy. Yeah, you know what? Eat healthy. So Trump eats like shit, apparently. I've heard. All he does is eat fast food and steak. It's working for him, more or less. He's still alive. He's older and he's still alive. But I don't know what other interventions he's paying for. So, a good way to get back at whatever Trump problems you're having is to be good to yourself. Make sure you treat yourself good. Don't give in to temptation. Be disciplined because Trump is not disciplined. Obviously, Trump is just floating through life as a playboy. So you need to be the opposite. You need to be on top of your game, and on top of your game means maybe eat some fucking broccoli. I know George Bush don't like no broccoli, which might be a signal. It might be a signal. Maybe the bad people in the world don't like broccoli. Maybe. There was a time when I didn't like broccoli, but I taught myself to like it. And actually, I kind of like it now, even though it smells like farts. You know, when you cook broccoli and you put it in the fridge and you open the fridge the next day and you're like, poo, who farted? No, that's just how broccoli smells and cauliflower and all them other cruciferous vegetables. But you can eat healthy in lots of ways. You don't necessarily have to eat broccoli. So there's your answer. Don't let Trump ruin your life. Trump don't have nothing to do with you. Nothing. Unless you want him to. And then you're asking for it. You're manifesting it. Don't do that shit. Vibrate her. Vibrate higher. Oh, goodness. All right. Oh, it's 10 o'clock, y'all. We got just a few more minutes. Yeah, just a few more minutes. All right. Well, I'm going to draw a tarot card for the collective just so that we can get some guidance for the coming week. I know there's some heavy astrology coming up. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, well, then please consult an astrologer on the YouTube or personally, however you work it, because I'm no astrologer. I just know that there's some heavy transits coming up. So we might need a little guidance from the universe via the tarot and the archetypal system that it uses. So tea encore, no. We're not doing no tea encore. It's too late. I rambled too long. We're going to do a tarot. T is for tarot. Okay, here we go. Oh, there we go. Wands. Okay, so this is an opportunity to do a little reset on your inspiration and creativity. So, yeah, the springtime is a time of starting fresh. You know, we're coming out of the winter. Everything is starting to pop off and get green again. And, you know, we went through the daylight savings. While I'm on the topic, daylight savings can go fuck itself. But yeah, daylight savings and, you know, the time has changed. So we're all starting kind of in a new page in the book. So make sure when you do that, you are using your intuition to guide yourself toward your highest good and your vibrating highest. And you're trying to use that wand, you're going to wave it to create a new path for you. So, yeah, we're in the season of beginnings. We got a new moon coming up. So, let that be a chance for you to start a new path. Maybe start a new hobby or start a new good habit or quit a bad habit or, yeah, a book, even a new podcast. Make something new, but make sure that it gets in touch with your creativity and your soul. And yeah, that should be a good time. That's a good card for a difficult week. Oh my God. But daylight savings time, it doesn't even feel like 10. Yeah, you know what it does feel like to me? When I wake up in the morning at 7, it's fucking dark. I'm pissed about that shit. I'm fucking pissed because I'm ready to keep sleeping until at least daylight. With caveats, I don't really actually sleep. I'm ready to lay in bed until it's at least daylight. Daylight is the signal for me to wake up. It gets the endocrine system producing the hormones that make you wake up and all that. When it's dark outside and I like go to sleep and then wake up and listen to a podcast for 2 hours and then kind of get into it like a weird fitful sleep that's REM sleep and it's a dream and it's a terrible dream and then the alarm goes off in the middle of me being pissed at somebody, I'm pissed off the whole day. So no, I don't need that shit in my life. Fuck daylight savings. It's ruining everybody. This is just a man's way of keeping you off kilter, and I don't appreciate it. Not one bit. Farmer's going to get up when farmer's going to get up. We don't need that excuse anymore. No. It's dark in my apartment. I tell you what, but the thing that wakes me up is not the daylight. I mean, it will if I sleep that long, but normally I don't wake up until I go to sleep. I can sleep like 3 or 4 hours and then I wake up. I'm one of them people maybe that needs the biphase, like the biphasal sleep that they used to say was popular back in the day, where people would like go to bed just after sundown and they'd sleep for 3 or 4 hours and they wake up for 2, 3 hours and they do things and then they go to sleep for another like 2, 3 hours and then it was dawn. And then they get up and do the chores. I feel like I have reverted to that system, or maybe I was always on that system and I'm just trying to like fall into it naturally. But for whatever reason, it might be menopause. I don't know. I don't sleep good and I can't sleep for more than 4 or 5 hours at a time. If I get 5 hours consecutive, that is a goddamn miracle. Goddamn miracle. And then I'm up. I got to do something else for a minute and then hopefully go back to sleep for a little bit. And hopefully when I go back to sleep, don't have no fucking crazy dreams where I'm mad and pissed off at somebody and wake up and then be pissed off all day. It's how it goes. It's how it goes. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well. I think we have gone our whole hour, y'all. Try some ambient. No, I ain't trying that shit. I know better. I know people who've done the Ambien. They do things that they regret. Always. It is not a good deal. Plus, I'd have to go find a doctor to prescribe it to me. And the whole idea of going to the doctor just skeezes me out. Because doctors, most of them are shit. Just like Ticketmaster. Doctors, Ticketmaster, shit. All of it. Okay, y'all. Well, thank you so much for joining me here on March 15th, the Ides of March 2023. I do appreciate my OraCola family and my newbies and all my other friends for tuning in. Thank you so much. I will be here next week at Wednesday at 9 o'clock here on channel RC Cola on YouTube. Please tell all your friends about it so they can join you in the chat or just have them over to watch. I'm happy either way. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. You can hit the subscribe button. You can hit the bell icon if you want to know when I'm coming on, which is always Wednesday at 9 and, whatever. And then like the channel, like the video. Leave a comment in the actual video, not in the chat. If you want to watch the video again, all of the old videos are on my channel. You can rewatch the OraCola constantly. I mean, there's wisdom abounding in every episode and funny shit. So if you're looking for wisdom and funny shit at the same time, boom, that's my channel. So you can watch any of the old shows. If you missed them, if you didn't get it on the beginning, fine. Go watch the old episodes. Put them on. Listen to them at like 4 in the morning when you're awake and you can't go to sleep. Yeah, do all that. And yeah. I love y'all so much. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the week and enjoy your spring, whatever springs into your life. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.